Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, what is going on? This is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now. Coming to you live and direct with episode number 372 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in online right now for the dual podcast on Facebook and on YouTube, and then everybody tuning in throughout the week on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, the TuneIn Radio app, no whooshka.
None at all.
Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in this week. No Playboy this week.
None. Shout out to Playboy.
You know what I realized too, that I think they brought the live feature back on Twitter.
Oh, for real?
I've been seeing a lot of people just doing live stuff on there now.
I wonder, I got to do it from online, I guess. I don't even know how to.
Yeah, I just noticed
add
that
new target. We'll figure that out next time.
Anyway, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Ready to have some fun today, man. How you feeling?
I'm cool. Pretty decent game in the first.
That was a hell of a game.
Championship game, or whatever. It was a good defense in the second half
Yeah.
to me. I don't know what that make me feel about Lamar. It's just like at some point Lamar got to win
yeah, I mean,
he got to do it. At some
it's
point.
hard. It's hard. See, this is the thing. I was just talking to Leah about it. Shout out to Leah. We watched the game before I, pretty much the whole game before I left out the house to come here. If I don't have a dog in the fight, I always root for greatness. Mm-hmm. So fuck it. I want to see Pat. The problem is Pat Mahomes is Jordan. He's Tom Brady. And unfortunately, Karl Malone and Patrick Ewing and Peyton Manning for a long time, if you just so happen to be playing when Jordan is playing,
or Tom.
Peyton Manning, you can't beat Tom. Karl Malone should have got a couple rings, couldn't beat Mike. He's playing in the Mahomes era, and it's hard to beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs, man. It's hard, man.
Yeah, I said when we got up, I'm like, it's we had all those comments, with Kansas City ain't went on the road in the playoffs, which is true statement, true story.
They just never had it, but they also never had a chance to.
Yeah, but they just went into Buffalo and they just went into in Baltimore and won 2 in a row on the road.
Where is Pops at? That's what I'm looking for. Pat Mahomes Sr., man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Smoking on that barrel.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm like.
The part that's shitty is that we all know we about to get Taylor Swift
I
down.
know, man.
And it's just like I don't watch a ton of Kansas City. I mean, obviously the when they're on decent amount because they usually it's a game of the week or something like that. But it's going to be constant during the Super Bowl. It's like it's going to ruin the Super Bowl experience.
It's supposed to be Usher's night.
Flash it to her.
It's gonna be what is she wearing? She gonna come in on like a red carpet.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's point. They're gonna ruin.
Can we talk about this for a second? Taylor Swift is about as basic of a human being as they get. Come on, man.
I guess so. I mean, to be honest,
there's zero sizzle.
You mean when it comes to?
I put basic in here
because she's. You mean like? You mean like?
I didn't mean to do that.
You mean in looks or what?
Yeah, just like, as a. Look, that is just she could work at Target or something. Nothing wrong with people working at Target. It's just.
She is attractive for who she is.
What?
There's nothing. Let's just say this in all honesty, and I guess it is what it is for whatever. She has an army of people, but it's just there's nothing spectacular about her or whatever. She's a very talented performer, singer. Obviously, she did something right. She just toured the fucking world and sold out everywhere, and then said, "You know what? I'm gonna put the bitch in the movies," and people lined up for that too. So she does something right. But when it comes to stuff like that, it's nothing. I mean, I know we're not. I don't even think we're in the minority when we say that. It's just nothing.
I don't. I mean,
and that might be mean. Okay.
I don't. I mean, I don't care if it's mean. This is the thing, though. I kind of look at. To me, she's like anime. I know that don't make no sense. It's like an acquired taste. I couldn't tell you the first thing about anime. I couldn't. I don't know. I know nothing about it.
Yeah,
zero.
But a lot of
people do, and they will die over it.
Yeah, they love it,
and they know everything about it.
They get dressed up and cosplay. Yeah,
and I don't get it.
Everything.
She's anime. Like I don't understand that over there. And people are like, well, she's just sold 1 billion records. I don't understand why, and I don't understand how. I mean, I don't understand Yuji Guho or whatever the fuck that anime shit is. I don't get it.
I don't know if that's a real name.
It's something like that. Yuji Go.
Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that.
I don't get it. But the people who get it, love it.
Yeah,
and they will cosplay.
It's a huge market.
It's a huge market. Yeah. And I think we can conflate things in this world because they have a huge market as if they're universally good. Mm-hmm. And I don't put her in the universally good category. I put her in the anime category. Yeah. The very high-end niche. Like high-end niche.
And it's also okay for
like Boosie could travel. Like she the white Boosie.
I'm not
she the white Boosie badass. Like only we know who the fuck Kevin Gates is.
But see, because there's a lot more people that know who Taylor Swift is and then who know Boosie or something like that.
But that's because it's more whites. In our world, who's somebody who could travel in the black world and sell out, and white people wouldn't know who they was?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams of music.
But she's bigger than Cat.
Because it's more white people.
But no, because because
it's more whites, man.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but she's huge. She's
huge, because white people make up 60% of the population.
Just all over the world. I mean, I don't know, man, but she's for a lot of people, she's boring. For a lot,
and I am a lot of people.
I'm just saying, for a lot of people,
that is one of the most boring human beings.
And even for Swifties or whatever who do get upset about stuff like that, it's not taken away.
Swifties nuts.
It's not taken away from y'all queen. But for a lot of people, she's boring, and I'm giving her the talent. I'm giving her the fact that what she does business-wise, how she sells out and does all these different things. I am giving her that. But for a lot of people on the face of this earth, she's very, very boring. Very boring.
I guess it threw a lot of football people off. You know, she wasn't on the radar. With all due respect, it's no big deal. I mean, I don't have nothing against her. I still don't understand the hype. It was like Taylor Swift didn't exist in my world forever.
And all of a sudden,
she everywhere.
Half of this football season,
she's been everywhere. And then I listened to like a song, and I'm like, I can't do this. This sounds like
she's a pop
Avril Lavigne or some shit. Like this is. It's not even.
Personally, I couldn't.
This ain't Justin Timberlake. This shit ain't.
I can maybe name a couple of songs, maybe if it really pushed me. If you really push me to really
like, she ain't even Christina Aguilera. Like, I don't understand. None of it. It's not like she can sing.
It's a different era because. If we had that Britney, Christina run, stuff like that, in sync and things like that back at this time when social media is at this thing where people just go absolutely as insane.
But she is.
I think you probably could have had that same type of reaction for them. But these people nowadays are insane.
No, that's what I'm saying is she does exist in that world and she didn't exist. Like I've never seen her on my timeline until she started. They would have took over this. They would have took over this era because they made like some bops.
They would have the same reaction from people.
I think they would be more popular because they actually made some bops though. They actually made some shit. Nigga, that "Oops, I Did It Again" sounded like some 2000s early shit. None of her songs sound like SZA. Like they was piggybacking off of R&B and like crossing over. And
you want to hear something funny? I don't know a lot of Taylor Swift songs.
No,
I'll say that. I will take, what's the song, the Made in America song or whatever by Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that song any day over a Taylor Swift song.
Listen,
right now.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard. Nigga, that's fire. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. She ain't even Miley. Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus is fire.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take any one. I'm just. It's no. You know, she just kind of came out of nowhere. Shout out to Travis Kelce for bagging the Snow Queen. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
She that's the closest she gonna get to a hood dude because he grew up too close to East Cleveland for me, man. Because he got a little bit of that in him.
He got a little
bit of that in him, man.
That's the funny part because that's what people were talking about when he got with her because they was looking at who he's dating in the past.
It's been all black.
Yeah. A lot of that. A lot of that in the past. You know, it's just all right. Trav.
So shout out to Trav, man.
Trav.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man.
But yeah, I just
we'll get a lot of the Taylor Bowl is coming in a couple weeks.
I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. I'm really looking forward to the halftime show though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Usher's night. I was talking to Leah. Who gonna get more camera time? Taylor Swift or Usher? God, dog, man.
That's gonna be close.
They gonna show her after every catch, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. So, oh well.
Yeah.
But anyway, how was the week?
Week was Lions up 14-0 into the first quarter.
Come on, Detroit, man.
Lions up 14-0 into the first quarter.
Come on, Detroit. On the road. I'm guessing maybe an early San Francisco turnover or something. Yeah. Maybe.
Or Debo might. If Debo ain't playing, then Brock Purdy is not gone.
Yeah.
Or even if he's injured. Anyway, week was cool, man. Really good week. Shout out to my team, man. We 3-1. We lost our first game of the year. We were up 5. We were up 5 going into the fourth quarter. We made a bad sub decision. Subbed in our backup, our really third string point guard. Now we didn't know back then it was still between two people, but at that point he was our backup point guard. And he had 2 straight turnovers, led to a bucket, then gave up a bucket, and we was down 1 within like a minute, and we never bounced back. Won our next 2 games, and then we played that team again on Saturday, and we won on the last second. One of our little homies, Elijah, hit a runner with 4 seconds left.
That's cool.
He and one runner, so he hit the runner. Obviously, these some middle school kids. They went crazy, then jumped off the bench and ran on the court. We got a tech, so he had to shoot one, but he missed his free throw. But they missed both their techs. But then they got the ball down 2 and dribbled it up. But the dude who made the runner is our best defender, and he locked them dude up 1-on-1. But dude came down, cross shot it. That boy rimmed and came out, and we won, man. So a 3-1. It was a good watching them progress in stuff like this is dope because while I don't like to lose, I'm kind of happy we lost.
Oh, you got to. So every now and then
I'm happy we lost our first game. Then our first win was a terrible win. Like it felt like we lost. Then we had a comfortable second win, and then you come back and you beat the team you lost to, and it like that kind of stuff helps people buy into what we coaching them, and they start to believe in themselves and start understanding you can take an L and then bounce back and get a win. You know what I'm saying? So
see, that's the beautiful part of sports. It's like you got to learn how to win and lose. You know, it's so many lessons you learn being a part of a team and being a part of a group and stuff like that. And I mean, you learn.
It's immeasurable.
Yeah, you learn how to work harder. I mean,
you learn how to humble yourself.
Yeah, you don't walk in there being LeBron. So there's a guy that's better than you. There's a guy that's faster than you. There's a guy that jumps higher than you. There's a guy that does something better than you. You learn to get that. You learn. All right, man, we lost today, but we got to put some work in and come back. Like you said, every now and then the coach tell you something, and then you go out there and you do it. And it's like, that shit worked.
Yeah, exactly. We got a 6'4" kid that because beginning of the season, another thing, you know, you got the smaller kids, you got the taller kids, and you like, all right, who's gonna be the point guard? You know, the smaller dudes can dribble. But it turned out, I mean, I'm not comparing him to him at all. I'll never put that pressure on him. But it goes back to when, like, LeBron was in middle school and he was a 6'4" kid. But they was like, I know you're 6'4", but you got to handle the ball because you're the most cerebral player on the team. Yeah. And so starting that second game, we was like, the only person that can get us to our offense is the tallest kid on our team. So we turned over the point guard duties to him. I think that's why our second game was rough. Because it was the transition. First time he was running point, but he just got recruited and accepted to St. Ignatius, man. So he going to Ignatius next year. Kid can play. 6'4",
These little
8th grader.
These Catholic schools gonna come into the hood.
They coming to the hood and got him, man.
Come and get him.
Yep. So
That's why it's such a huge thing that Glenville gets out there and win those state championships.
We got one kid in the 7th grade that plays football and basketball. We're trying to get him again, but the 8th grade kid this year, it was either gonna be like Ignatius, Eds, like Garfield, like he can ball, he can hoop. So like he's 6'4", he can handle the ball. He ain't really came into his own. He's 14 years old. But once he figures it out, he gonna be 6'9", 6'10". So you might as well get, you know what I mean. So Ignatius like, come on over. So he came out last game. He had his Ignatius shooting shirt on. He got Ignatius' phone case.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, man. The one who made the runner going to St. Martin de Porres. So it's just cool to see, man. It's cool to see.
8th grade is that crucial year, man.
It is, man.
It's like I've had a couple conversations with Amir about that. Like, 8th grade is a big year for football.
It's a big year.
You right there before high school,
yep.
and me and you were talking about. I'm like, everything you do, you putting on tape now. Yeah. This it's for those coaches.
I had to do a recommendation for a kid the other day, and they asked, tell Amir this. I had to do a recommendation for a kid the other day for high school, and one of the questions on there was, what I need. I can't remember the exact words, but it was like, for what. It wasn't transgressions, but basically they needed the last 3 years worth of like log entries, and what disciplinary actions has this student been involved in over the past 3 school years. So it went back to 6th grade on her, and I had to go into the system. She had been in a couple fights. She hadn't been in her 8th grade year, but she had been in a couple fights, had a couple suspensions. And you got to tell them. Yeah. And it's going to determine whether or not she can get into her high school or not. And kids got to know that. High schools don't have to accept you. They don't have to. Like, they don't have to accept you if you're trying to get into a particular kind of high school. If you just go into a public high school, then cool.
Of course, yeah.
But if you're trying to, like, narrow your education to a certain place, they don't have – and they got to be aware. They're like –
yeah, they want to know what they're getting.
They want to know what they're getting, and they got an opportunity to say no.
That makes sense. I mean, it's just
because where we at is really vital for us because where the school is located. So you either go to Ignatius, St. Martin de Porres, Hay, or like a Trinity or something like that, or Benedictine, or you going to East Tech, or you going to JFK. Ain't no Mayfield, ain't no Orange. Ain't no Brush. Your public school is the buckle up.
Yeah.
So it's really vital that they can get.
Especially if they're trying to not go that route.
They try not go that route because you end up at East Tech. Now you might be, hey, you got to stand on business every day. You know what I'm saying? So it gets vital. It gets real for them. They at Adams. You know what I'm saying? They at John Adams or something like that. And so, which is, ain't nothing wrong with them schools, but.
We came out of one like that.
Yeah, but if you have an opportunity,
life is easier if you can be in a different.
You got an opportunity to go to Ignatius, then go to Ignatius.
I think that's the hard part of trying to make a young person understand that, in a sense, because.
But they start getting it once they start experiencing it. Like my bad for jumping. I'm sorry for jumping in. But like they starting to do high school visits. You're right. Experience. My father said all the time, experience is the best teacher. We talk to them forever, and then they go to high school visits. Then they go to St. Ignatius cafeteria,
and they see the difference.
And they see that they got like a Chipotle,
especially coming from a school in the hood, inner city. You go to something like that, and it's like, all right, yeah.
It's like, oh, he like, bruh, I'm going to Ignatius. Like I told you, man. Yeah. Like this is not. We're not trying to steer you in these directions because we hate you. We steer you in these directions because we care about you. Yeah. As much as we came from Shaw, my homie came from Glenville. We loved it, man.
But if we would have had a cafeteria,
come on, man.
I could went Mayfield's middle school sometime.
And you like, what
God damn. In the middle school sometimes.
It's crazy.
So do y'all know where we came from?
Y'all know where we came from?
Y'all know what Kirk looked like?
Bruh. Like that was a prison.
Middle school?
Kirk like a prison, bruh. Kirk like a prison.
You know what Kirk looked like. So. Kirk looks like when and I know it wasn't that bad.
No,
Kirk
was bad, bro.
But like the darker harvest. Remember when Lean on Me starts? When
a
nigga walks out to school and they come back like 10 years later or whatever, and it's like the shit is on the walls. Nigga,
minus all the paint, minus all the spray paint. That was Kirk.
The dark hallways. That's how Kirk looked. Dead ass.
Nigga, when I tell you The in-school room.
The fucking auditorium.
The in-school room upstairs.
Come on, man.
Was from 1920. I'm not even joking, man. It was the gym from when they first invented basketball, bro. It was
James Naismith was up there drawing up plays.
James Naismith picture was on the wall in our in-school room. It was the worst room in America, dog. Our gym floor was rubber.
Yeah.
Like it was like a dungeon. Remember we had like the brick wall up to here, then the red man.
Yeah.
So,
and you had the small gym off of that gym.
We had to go up the stairs to that.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. So you go into some of these other schools and it's just like, and they get to see that. And once they finally see it, they halfway through their 8th grade year now. Yeah. So they doing high school visits. And so now it's clicking. Now it's starting to click for them. Like, life
can be a little easier.
Yeah, life can be a little different for me. So, but I'm just happy for them, man. That was scratching this itch to coach, man. I want to expand on it as I get older and more seasoned in my career, in what I'm doing in education. I want to kind of expand my my coaching abilities. I don't know if I'm ready to, jump into, like a varsity head coaching job somewhere, but I would like to go into somewhere, maybe coach freshman, coach JV, get the feet wet, coach freshman JV, sit on the bench for varsity, get a feel for it, and kind of go from there, and eventually, hit mid 40s and hit, hit 44, 45, 46 and really take over a program somewhere, man.
Dope. We see people all the time. I mean, we see Reggie Harwell. He
just took over the girls.
At Shaker, I think.
At Shaker, yeah.
Yeah, he's still out here doing it. I mean, we see the Johnson brothers out here doing it.
Yep.
Not Juby, Sonny and Meech. And Michi's up in Warrensville now.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my brother. A couple of dudes he went to school with are athletic directors. One at Shaker and then one at Euclid. So. Holler at them and then figure out what openings they have and then see what I can do.
Hell, I think my homie Mansell sat on the bench for Euclid. I don't know if I think it's the girls. Okay. I don't know which one, but I think he sat on the bench for one of them or whatever. So yeah, it's I get it, man. The opportunities out there, go for it.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's one of the best feelings ever, man. It really is, man. Hold on, you know what? We be doing a bunch on the pod, man. We be showing other people stuff. Let me go to my homie. The other coach with me, Coach Carruthers, man.
I think while you're looking for that, I think James said San Fran scored, so it must be 14-7.
They did? Okay. All right. Let's see. He posted the. Man, it's taking forever. Oh man, ain't gonna post. It's gone. It must have went away. Dang, it went away. It went away. It was. Dang. Well, I can go to mine. I'm sorry. I know this is thrilling podcast fodder right now.
Well, if you're listening through the week, it's a little different because you don't get the visual.
You don't get the visual.
If you're listening during the week, we tell y'all to tune in every so
we
often.
Tell y'all, man.
Tell y'all to tune in on Sundays. We do it every Sunday. We'll be doing it again next Sunday. In the 2 weeks, we'll be doing it probably about 1:00 in the afternoon because that'll be Super Bowl Sunday. But yeah, we do it every Sunday.
I'm trying to see if I got dang, man. I know I can do it on my phone. I don't know how to do it on here. You can go and look at your stories.
Yeah.
That you posted. Yeah.
I hate that the desktop be so different.
Yeah, it's so much different, man. But anyway, I don't know how to do it.
While you're looking, shout out to everybody tuned in right now.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it on here, but I could. I was trying to pull up my video from my story, but it's not on here, man. So it is what it is. I don't know how to get it.
All right. Well,
I was gonna show the game-winning shot, man.
Oh, he had the video up there.
Yeah, I had it up. I had it up on mine too.
If you get it, I don't know how I missed it. If you post it again, I'll make sure I share. Flip it up from the DMST page too.
It might be they might have put it in the hard work joint. Hold
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. No, that ain't it. No, we ain't got it. I thought we had it.
Yeah, I said if you get it, we'll make sure we reshare it from the DMST page too.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's just what you call it. That's just us. That's just us winning the game. That's us just winning the game. So that's it.
All right.
But yeah, the fellas, they got the win, man.
All right. Well, so as we transition, since we talking about the kids, anyway, I told you I saw this video this week of I guess it was this week. I don't know, but you said you saw it too. Whoopi Goldberg on The View or whichever one of the shows she's on, but she made a statement saying that I don't even know how they got on the discussion. So but she made a discussion. I mean, she made a statement about she couldn't be her daughter's best friend. She's like, her and her daughter have a great relationship now, but she's like, yo, I didn't become my daughter's best friend until I was 26. And there was a lot of discussion right on the panel, and I was looking in the comments, and it seemed like people were 50-50 in the comments, in her way of thinking of her saying that, yo, you can't possibly be your child's best friend.
You cannot.
And so I knew I wanted to ask you about it because I respect your opinion. Obviously, you're in education. There's you got the background with the schooling and things like that. So I mean, I respect you. Even when y'all were talking last week about stuff, you and Playboy were talking about. So I respect your opinion, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that because her saying that, hey, I can't be mine. You know what? I got it saved. If I could actually tag you on the IG. I like we a little.
Here we go. I got one.
Okay, but yeah, it's just because I felt like she was spot on with that, but there were people in the comments and things like that who said that they felt like she was wrong. And so my question I wanted to ask you was, does sitting there saying that you're not your child's best friend or something like that, does that prohibit your child from coming to talk to you about things? Because I said before the show, I don't think that's one and the same.
Yeah,
I think you can sit there and not be your child's best friend, be that parental figure and things like that, and still be able to talk to your child and say, hey, but when you need to talk or anything or have conversations, you can still do that. I don't think they're one and the same.
Yeah, I'm also not a big proponent of this is not going to sit well probably with a lot of the way modern parents think. I'm not a big proponent of your child telling you every single thing either. I don't think that's healthy. I think boundaries are something that needs to be taught to children. We always talk about physical boundaries, and which is at the top of the charts. This is the most important. You got to talk about physical boundaries, what can, protect your body, don't allow yourself to be touched, all that kind of stuff. There's also emotional and social boundaries that need to be set with kids too. And it's always been weird that parents want to know every little thing about their kid. Your kids should be able to experience life and come to understand certain things about life without having to tell you every single intimate detail. And you shouldn't want to know every single intimate detail. It's always weirded me out. So in that, of course not. I don't want to be your best friend. I want to have a healthy parental relationship with you where you know that I'm here for you no matter what, and I'll do anything for you. So in turn, if you feel comfortable having whenever you feel comfortable, you can come to me about anything, but you don't have to come to me about everything. It's a huge difference. I will go to bat for you for every single thing in the world, but you don't have to come to me about every single little thing. So in that sense, of course, I'm not your best friend. Go get a best friend.
Yeah.
Use your social skills to interact with people your age and get a best friend and tell them the things that you don't want to tell your dad or your mom. If you a dude and you comfortable talking about whatever, I'm not going to get into specifics to make people mad, but talking about your meat in front of your mama, something off, man. it should be some sense of a healthy boundary.
I guess I feel that.
Between yourself and a parent. It got to be a healthy boundary. It's where you learn boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is some of the boundaries are down. It's where you learn what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Mm.
It's where you learn what a kiss on the cheek is as opposed to a kiss on the lips. It's where you learn how to hug people correctly. It's where you learn how to jump on your daddy's lap as you get older and what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Like, it's where you learn that. You got to learn boundaries, and it's up to the parent to set those boundaries. You can't set boundaries if you want to tear all the boundaries down and be their best friend. It's a weird proposition.
And I feel like that's where, for the people, when the responses I saw to that post that were against Whoopi's thing was, it felt like that's where it was, where they were just like, oh, I never felt like I can go talk to my parents about this, or it took me years to get over these things, and it's just, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, but I don't think your parent is ever there to be your best friend. I mean, I too think that's a weird relationship or a weird dynamic where it's just like, oh, we do everything together. It's not to say that you shouldn't have the best relationship you can with your child in that sense, but I think there's, like you said, boundaries where we shouldn't talk about this, or not we shouldn't talk about this.
Yeah, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Because any question you have, look, as a parent, I should be able to try to answer it as best as I can for you. And look, I want to be the first person that you come to with the question. But we all know growing up that there are things you just talk about that you do talk about better with a friend or something like that. It's the same reason why as adults, I say sometimes everybody should have a therapist or something, because you got something that you're going to talk about that you shouldn't talk about with a friend, or you're going to talk about with this person or something like that. So I the boundaries that I just don't feel like some people have there, because you said the people, anybody that was defending that, and you said you thought they was weird. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just a weird problem. It's a weird. I don't want my daughter to be. She should be having these secret conversations with her friends, trying to figure out if she likes some boy or not. They should be having those or girl, whatever. I don't care what it nowadays, but they should be having those conversations there. Then come to me when you're lost, or you need something, or you just want somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? But
more advice.
More advice, or whatever the case may be. Just know that whatever you need, I'm gonna do whatever I can for you. But nah, man, that's
yeah. I mean, I feel like you should be able to set. I feel like you should be able to set up these the dynamic of things where. And I did tag you on IG, but you should be able to set up that dynamic of things where your child should understand, or does understand, that, hey, I can go to mom, or I can go to dad, and if ever I need anything, I can go.
Yeah.
If ever I need that, they're always going to be there. But I mean, like you said, there's a limit to some things, I would say. But who knows? I'm new in that game anyway.
Yeah. I was trying to find it. You tagged it on Twitter or on IG?
IG.
I don't see it.
It was from the Shade Room, and it was a few days ago, so who knows? You ain't gonna never be able to find it on anything. Shade Room posts 55,000 things a day.
That's cool.
Hell, that's how I knew the new Meg thing got dropped. So I guess we can transition.
That's
how I knew that had dropped, because I saw it on Shade Room. It's like, oh, and then it's like, as soon as I saw that, I started seeing Nicki sounding. I guess we're gonna talk about two people that has huge bases that can't stand for you to say anything negative about them. But Nicki sounding spaced out as all hell.
Okay, let's talk about this shit. First. Shout out to Meg, because
I like the song, by the way.
Yeah, the song is fire. It was this thing called Ray, because I put it up. Speaking of Instagram, I had put something.
I saw the Koi thing.
I had put something up there, and a couple people had said some stuff.
Because Koi was talking about the fact that I guess Eminem mentioned her in a line in a song or something randomly.
Yeah.
I guess recent shit. I don't know, but he mentioned something. Yeah.
So I had put rap. Rap was literally built off of lyrical competition. Rap beef could never be washed. It's the foundation of the culture. Like, people get into music. They get into music now, and they don't understand They're just talented, and they don't understand the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody who's naturally gifted or fast or can shoot the ball but doesn't respect the game of basketball or football. Like,
Because it just come easy for him.
it's come easy for him. Coyle Ray is very talented, extremely talented, can sing and can rap. But rap literally is built off of competition, whether it be dance competition, DJ competition, or lyrical competition.
Yeah.
That is what hip-hop is. You can't then come into hip-hop and then try to delete from hip-hop what hip-hop is. It's what it is.
Yeah.
At the core of it, I'm doing this. I'm coming up with these creative lines to prove I'm better than the dude from the Bronx or from Brooklyn or from Harlem. That's why I'm doing this. And then we're going to meet up at wherever we're going to meet up at whatever party that Kool Herc is going to put together, and I'm going to get on stage, and I'm going to grab the mic, and I'm going to rap my lines. I hope they harder. And then the next person will come up, and they going to try to out. That's what rap is.
That's hip hop.
That's what hip-hop is.
It's no different than us getting dressed to go to a party, and we want to be the best dressed one there at the party. Yeah. Everything about hip hop and its culture is all about competition.
That's what it all.
The whole thing.
That's what it's ever.
The whole thing.
That's why when rap beef happens and it stays on wax, there's nothing like it. It can stop the world for a day. And everybody is going to go to where that rap beef is, listen to the song, check it out,
start talking about it, debate it.
It's what it is, man. It's what hip-hop is. So with all due respect, Coyle Ray,
and everybody else
who got a problem with it, this is what hip-hop is, and you just got to live with it, man. There's no getting around it. There's no.
So we got no problems with Meg dropping a song. Addressing everybody, whoever. She ain't say no names.
But she's the end of the song, she said, yo, nigga, go download JPay.
Yeah. or set up a conjugal visit. For all y'all niggas still riding Tory's dick. It's like, yo, basically is what she's saying. For all y'all still riding Tory's dick, I thought that shit was hilarious.
That was about as hard of a banger of an ender as like, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Like, the way Tupac started hit him up is about as hard as she ended that song.
That was dope.
Nigga, I died laughing.
That was dope.
She said, nigga, go download JPay.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually like the song.
The song hard, bro.
I mean, people come from Meg's neck all the time.
Meg can rap. Meg can rap.
And what I was about to say was, but Meg actually can rap.
Yes, man.
You know, it's not boring to me.
No.
Like sometimes, and I know we as men, I admittedly probably listen to female rappers harsher than the male rappers in a sense. No. Not even a day, because even male rappers, hell, even on this show last summer, we were saying that all the hottest songs was from female hip hop artists.
Yeah.
But
it's still nobody harder than Scarlett right now, but that's a whole other conversation. Well, Benny just came out, and Benny the Butcher album is
but to me, again, she's not boring to me. You know, it's just she always has good beats. You know, whatever. It ain't every single theme being, but my pussy's this or my. I mean, like, it's not saying she's not gonna throw them lines in there because
she is. But then she addressed it in the
does.
song. She said, she said, and I'm gonna still have my ass and my titties out. And what?
Yeah.
Listen, this is what I love about the song, Meg. If you gonna do it like that. This is the first time. No, I don't want to say that. No, I'll say it. I ain't see it. This is the first time it's been articulated to a point that I get it. Meg is basically saying, nigga, I wear my ass and my titties out because I'm my body the shit, and I'm gonna keep doing it. All right, then. If that's the case, I ain't got no problems with it.
I like what she went the line. She was like, I be in the gym thinking about all these hoes I'm shitting on.
Yeah.
Like that.
Meg
like,
went
yo,
in, bro.
I like it. I mean,
Meg went in.
But like I said too, I'm not sitting there saying I listen to her albums front to back, nothing like that. You know, I pick and choose the songs I like, the stuff that if I'm DJing I think might go over better and things like that. So, but again, she's not boring to me. To be honest, like Cardi's not really boring to me.
No, Cardi
either.
can rap.
You know,
a lot of the female rappers right now can rap.
But you know who is boring to me?
Who?
Nowadays,
Who?
and I mean nowadays, not the old her.
Who?
Nicki.
Oh,
it's boring to me now.
But the thing about Nicki, I got a feeling
She said she got a song dropping.
I got a feeling Nicki because through all of them, you are a million% right.
You think she got a song dropping? Bet like a banger.
This
I hope she does.
This is what I'm saying.
Because that's what hip hop is.
Yes,
I hope
exactly.
She does.
Because through all of them, because I agree with you. Meg can rap, Cardi can rap, but you know who can rap they motherfucking ass off? Nicki Minaj,
Nicki
nigga.
used to kill it.
Nicki can. Nicki is like a top 10 rapper right now, not of all time. Like Nicki is a bar for bar rapper.
But she ain't higher spaced out.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
We'll see. Because if Nicki gonna give me a Nicki from 2009, 2010, now we about to have a conversation. Now it's about to get, because if you tell Nicki to put pen to pad for somebody, Nicki can rap, man.
But I would love to see it. I would love a good back and forth.
Come on
wax.
Come on.
Yeah. I would, because when's the last time you had a good female rapper?
Yeah, come on, man.
I mean,
no, real good
Nicki
one.
hates everybody right now, but I mean, I don't have time for Ice Spice being mad at about who took
wiping their coochies
or something like that. I don't have time for that. But you gonna tell me that we gonna rap?
We gonna rap?
We gonna rap?
Then I'm in it. I'm all the way in.
Because think about it, like you said, with everything being, like you said, rap is or hip hop based on that. Like think about that 2000s run of 50 beefing with people.
With Ja.
Think about Jay and Nas
yes.
beefing with each other. Think, like I said, 50 and
LL
Ja
and
God, what's his name? Oh, shit.
Damn.
Tip of my tongue. Oh, God.
Damn. With the pausiest line in the history of the world.
It's on something like it's just his beat.
He's something like that's like me, but you ain't got the something to eat a nigga's ass like me. Remember he said that shit in the song.
Yeah, but it's like, just that run of stuff of people having legit rap beef that actually stayed on just us rapping about the shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was dope. So I'm here for it. If that's where it goes, so that's where it stays. I'm here for it. But again, to me, the song is nice. I'm here for the song, and I'm here for the Nicki response. If she really got it.
Yeah, but and with all due respect to the young people who don't know shit about rap and hip hop, stay out of these conversations. If all you're gonna do is try to make rap or hip hop woke or some shit. Like this is what. Come on, man. Like, y'all about to make me vote Republican fucking with you niggas, man. Like, stop trying to change everything to make it PG-13, man. This is what rap is, bro.
Yeah.
Pick that mic up and show niggas you better.
It's gonna be that. That ain't gonna stop. Though.
Ain't shit like, man, a good rap battle, like, not a this. I'm talking about battle rap. Like I could watch a good rap battle right now. And a nigga lying, talking about how he cut a nigga's stomach out and fed it to his kid. That's not the point. Yeah. It's not the point. How creative can I get with my words to destroy you? That is what rap is. And the more creative the person is, the better they are. And that's what we judge rap on. God damn, not how nice you are to everybody and just make good music. Well, go make motherfucking pop music then. Go make polka. They on beef. Over here.
Go do a song with Taylor.
Yeah, you go do a song with Taylor.
Yeah.
Shake it off. They doing her songs? Go shake it the fuck off then.
That might be one of her songs. So with music too, some guy that's a video director, I think he shared a little clip of something, I guess yesterday or the day before, got people kind of excited because he showed, people was asking what he was working on or something. He showed like some little thing. I can't think of his name. His name is a weird name, but he showed something that said something about Jay-Z album 2024, and it got people being like, oh, so Jay working or something. Then Rock Nation came out and responded to the tweet talking about, well, that's news to us or whatever. So I don't know. Would you be excited for a Jay album right now in 2024?
I think, hell yeah. I think any of, that's like saying am I excited to watch Patrick Mahomes playing the Super Bowl yet? Like, you never know what you're going to. It was 3rd and 3 in the fourth quarter. He threw a 40-yard bomb to seal the game. Yeah. Like, yes, I would love to listen to what the fuck is Jay-Z about to do? What is Hov going to do on his next project? I would absolutely be.
Because what's the last time we heard from him when he tore down the Khaled joint?
Yeah.
The 6-minute verse? Has he done one since then?
I don't think
that's
so,
I think
man.
that's his last feature,
It's a masterpiece, man.
the Khaled verse. So I mean, you know me, obviously I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
But what I would like to see, in all honesty, is a little more creativity, and what I mean by that is that I would love to see him do a collab album. Obviously, the Kanye shit ain't gonna happen at this point. I would love to see him and Nas do a collab joint. I just love to see it.
Yeah, I just want to hear Jay. I mean, I just want to hear the great artists make art. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it. And he probably, because of death and people passing away in the 90s, he's probably the best rapper to ever live. Greatest rap career ever. And I would.
Yeah.
If Michael Jordan could still hoop, if Michael Jordan didn't lose no basketball skill, he just had to hoop a little different. He could still dunk and everything. Hell yeah, I'll watch Michael Jordan play basketball right now. But I know basketball wise, you know what I'm saying? He's 60. But in rap, Jay-Z can rap till he
90.
Yeah. So hell yeah. I want to hear Jay-Z album every day of every year. So I hope we get one, man. Speaking of rappers now, I just want to give a shout out. He probably, I know he don't need it from us, but I watched Underdogs, Snoop's movie last night, man.
I thought about it.
It was good.
That's the movie that Andrew Schultz is in.
And Schultz funny than him.
I forgot that's the movie he's in with that. Which I saw.
Hey, Schultz funny as fuck, man. But I liked it. It's imagine if the Miss Pat show. You ever watch that?
No, but everybody says. I've heard people say.
Yeah, imagine if the Miss Pat show was a movie starring Snoop. Like it was a lot of cussing, kid cussing.
Yeah, it just feels weird because
it was a really good show though.
Like we supposed to believe that skinny ass Snoop was like this all time great like wide receiver or something.
Yeah, but back in the day though.
That's the only part. But
when you see it though, they don't make that a big part of the. He's famous is a big part of the movie, but it's just like he went to. But you got to watch it. Once you watch it, it'll make sense to you.
Yeah, I was thinking about watching it.
It's good. It's corny, but it's good. I liked it. I liked it, man. I liked it.
That almost reminded me of a question I put in my phone a while back. I was watching something, and I was like, "Do you think movies will ever stop being made?" Because I was watching Four Brothers recently. That's what it was, and it's just like. We watch these action movies and stuff. We watch these things knowing it's fake. So we suspend reality for however long to watch a movie, to enjoy it, to be entertained. And some shit just be so outrageous sometimes that you like, yo, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do you think movies will ever stop? Because our minds we're not however many years ago, like our minds are at this point now where we're doing AI and virtual reality and stuff like that. Where so now you can watch a movie that's like, yo, this is stupid. I was watching something with Corlisha. I don't even know what movie it was. She might put it in there, and something kept happening. She's like, oh, they about to do this. Oh, I was Die Hard. One of Die Hard movies is on. Oh, so he just gonna go shoot the helicopter out the sky high. So some dumb shit or whatever. That's what, like, do you think we'll just get to a point we're like, yo, I'm not watching this dumb shit no more?
I think we I don't think. Let me tell you why. This is crazy you asked that question. So during halftime of the game, right, I was about to hop in the shower, but I didn't get a chance to. Did you watch Last of Us on HBO?
I keep saying I never did.
It's so good, man.
Still want to.
It's so fucking good.
Okay,
but
I think James I remember him talking about it.
Last of Us Part 2 it comes from a video game.
Yeah.
So Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2. So those are the only two right now. But Last of Us, the first one was the first game. That was first season. And Last of Us Part 2, which has already came out, but they re-released it on PlayStation 5, is going to be the second season. I just downloaded. It just came out on the 19th, I think. And I downloaded Last of Us Part 2. I just bought it. And so I'm like, I'm going to throw this on real quick and, just check it out before I hop in the shower during halftime.
Yeah.
Nigga, I didn't make it to the shower because all I did was ride a horse from a house to town.
Yeah.
Like, it took me like a couple minutes, but they told a story for like 11 minutes. And first, Mackenzie is like on her phone on TikTok. Leah is like half on her phone because the games went to halftime, so we all just kind of chilling. A minute and a half into this game starting and the dialogue starting, Mackenzie is like sitting up. Leah done put her phone down. Like 5 minutes in, Mackenzie like, I'm so invested. Like, I just think we're so attracted to storytelling.
Okay.
That we can't avoid stories. Like Mackenzie at 9 was like, by the time I'm on the horse riding to the town, I had to pause the game and go back because halftime was over and the game had started up again. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking to Leah like, so what age do we allow her to watch Last of Us? Because I feel like she all the way in now. Yeah. And I want her to like watch it, but it is kind of gory.
Yeah.
And she like, maybe when she like 15. But like, we're so attracted to storytelling, I don't know if we'll ever be able to not.
So even if it ain't real, we gonna still.
Even if it ain't real, the story was just so boom. Like, I don't know. You gotta. Last of Us is amazing though. But
yeah, like I said, it's always up there. Even when I sign up to the Fire Stick, I'll see it sometimes. Like the thing you should watch.
Oh, it's a hell of a show. But and so part 2, this game starts telling the end of the last story of season 1. So it's like showing flashbacks, and Leah's invested because it looks so real. And I knew she was in when they was showing a flashback, and she was like, "That happened last season." I'm like, "Nigga, this is a video game. This ain't the show."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, she invested." She like, "Hold on, this part of it." I'm like, "No, they just showing a flashback to the old season." But I think we too invested in storytelling to ever not have movies be a thing, man.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm almost kind of more so on even the shit we know ain't real, like the House of Dragons and stuff like that.
Oh, the stories are so good though.
But if the story's great, no matter what,
we in it.
Because, bruh, in the summer when House of Dragons come back,
oh, it's over.
Sundays, we about to when the show's over. We out because I got to get home to HBO.
You already know.
Yeah,
you already know.
Even the shit that's just sci-fi or something like that. If it's a great story,
yeah, I'm in it.
We can do it for 2 hours or 3 hours. And movies nowadays is all at least 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, movies. I mean, the only thing I would push on movies is the only thing I can see shifting is it not being a movie, it being a series. Mm-hmm. Like I see series like I wish Straight Outta Compton was a series. I think Creeping on the Come Up is going to be a series when Bones comes out. Like I was talking about it, and they're like, I think it's going to be a series, and it should be. I need to see Bone when they was like still robbing.
Like they did the Wu-Tang thing.
Yeah, but then I need to see him when they met Easy and that whole transition back and forth to California. And I didn't see him after Easy died.
Not just a 2 hour.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
I need to see when Busy went crazy and Flesh went to jail. I need to see all of that, and you can't push that into 3 hours. And I think that's the only thing that's going to shift is going to turn.
I agree with that, and I would like to see more series. Period, because I like. Just give me that beginning, middle, and the end.
Long form, yeah.
Just give me. I like stuff that come out and it's like 8 shows. Like, all right, it was done.
Yep.
I like series too, what they call them anthology series or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you can have a whole season, and that was this season, and then the next season come back, and it's a totally different thing. So I in that sense, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely here for that.
So.
I know you had a couple things.
Yeah, man. What's up with? So I know you was vouching for him a little bit before we started. What the fuck is up with your boy, man? What's up with your homie?
Oh, Tristan.
What's up with your homie? What's up with Tristan? Hey, Lee, I just want to let you know that Brainstorm is a Tristan Thompson fan.
I wasn't vouching for him. All I said was because Carlisha brought it up too. How when they were talking about him on the read, talking about he doing all that just to average 3 points, 4 points a game. And I'm like, yo, it's just. Like I know you shot it down. And I'm like, well, he's like an old man in a young man's game, and to me, it's like he just doing it basically, I guess, to make sure he's staying in shape. Because to be honest, he's in pretty decent shape to be.
Because he on steroids.
Yeah, because he's on.
That nigga Brainstorm say, you know what I mean? Hey, to be honest with you, when I saw the nigga looked pretty.
Yeah, it was like he's doing all right.
Nigga, he roided out his goddamn.
I saw a tweet. Somebody was like, Luka went for 70. Cat went for 62, and the niggas was like,
he went for 4?
Yeah, and it was like, let's test him.
Ain't no way Tristan scored 4 points.
But the crazy part is, to be honest, and all fair, outside of that, Tristan has played pretty. I remember when they signed him. I remember my mom like, "Oh, Tristan coming back." I'm like, "Oh, he ain't gonna play this shit. He ain't gonna barely
Brainstorm."
Play him.
Because he was on steroids.
It could be because he's on steroids.
Because he was on steroids.
Okay.
He was playing amazing backup center minutes, man.
Oh yeah, he's been great for the Cavs this year.
He has been absolute. Look at this nigga. That is Roy.
That is Roy rage right there. I
need to cheat.
that's the other part too. Everybody talking about he cheat at everything.
Man, that boy cheat, and he a bad cheater, dog.
Oh my god!
I ain't never seen a worse cheater
This
in
nigga
my
get caught
life.
in every goddamn thing he do, man. Jesus Christ, give it up. God.
Just be a good nigga, man.
Since he was in high school. What's the answer to number 3? He just been
Just to get out. Get out the
just been
class.
getting caught for forever. God damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, he got long nights, man. You know, Tristan be
man.
active out there, so
Oh, man.
he needed a little pick me up or something.
Tristan a funny dude, man. Tristan a funny dude. It's always one nigga in the crew that can't get right, man. And it's Tristan Thompson, man.
But I look.
No, he's 32, so he is older, man.
I'll give Tristan this. Tristan has made himself relevant in a lot of ways in ways that a lot of people who play with LeBron couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because take your
he
boy,
fucked these hoes.
but take your boy Boobie Gibson. There's a lot of people that was around people in circles or whatever because you was in LeBron's orbit and played for him. Boobie was with Keisha. They got a kid together or whatever. I understand that Keisha was. I think when they met, she was there to sing the national anthem. But it's like, but all this shit happens because Bron's in town and it's the Cavs or something, whatever. Like you don't even meet her or whatever, but you don't cash in on that shit. Not Tristan. Tristan went and got him a Kardashian
boy.
Fucked her, knocked her up twice. Right? They got
Twice,
two.
I think.
Twice. And then still does what the fuck ever he wants to, and it's still relevant. Will pop up on the show. Tristan has made himself relevant outside of LeBron's sphere, which a lot of people don't do. They don't. If you're not a baller, like really, really good, a Kyrie or something like that, you don't make yourself relevant outside of his whole thing that goes on around him. And Tristan found a way to do it, good or bad, cheating or not. And I'm not advocating cheating or nothing. That's far from what I'm saying. But Tristan, he had Kardashians pulling up in Cleveland.
He did.
When they were on their run, when Brown was there the last time, Kardashians was here all the time. Everything. Tristan made himself relevant, good or bad. He reminds me for some stupid ass reason I'm looking at this picture of Lawrence for Insecure.
He does.
Jesus Christ.
He does. And with nothing that couldn't get right for a long time.
I'm not mad at Lawrence, man. Me and Cornish were talking about that recently a little bit or whatever. We went because I think Insecure is a good enough show to go back and rewatch.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
And rehash, and rehash those arguments. Lawrence was not the worst guy in the world.
Them years he was on the couch was wild.
Oh, the first season?
The first season, Lawrence was wild, boy.
Did that give Issa the right to go cheat on his ass and throw it in his face?
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was fucked up.
No, Issa was fucked up first season. No, that was but he was
lazy.
Yeah, he was a lazy nigga.
He was lazy.
Season.
And nobody ever said he wasn't lazy. That don't mean he deserved for you to.
I was team
him.
Lawrence all the way. First season, every season.
Every dude was.
Yeah, the end of that first season was fire. That last scene.
That is. I remember the guy that writes Prentice Penny.
The showrunner.
The showrunner. He was just like, yo, when we talked about doing this scene, either him or Lawrence was talking about it, whatever. Mm-hmm. I think when he was on Lawrence, whatever his real name is, when he was on Jamel Hill's podcast, I remember telling a story how Prentice Penny was like, yo, this is going to kill it or whatever. And he was like, nah, I don't really know about it. And Prentice was like, no, trust me. And they did the scene. Obviously, the show airs. And people could not stop talking about the that's how season 1 ends.
That was one of the greatest season enders ever.
Ever. And you couldn't wait till season 2 came back. Came back around. Insecure is one of the best pieces of work of TV ever. Those 5 seasons. I know people talk about, The Wire, and I'm trying to work my way through The Wire now and stuff like that. Insecure.
No, The Wire, are you watching it straight through or you like watching it in chunks?
I try to watch a couple shows.
Yeah, you got to sit down on like Saturday morning and knock out a season. It's the only way that you got to get into The Wire. I love The Wire so much.
But people talk about how great they like. Even white people put that like, okay,
The Wire is the entry. What season you on?
I'm still on season 1.
Oh, see. You gotta get through.
Because I was just listening to Jamel
Hill's,
man. Her pod she did with Bomani Jones, and they was talking about one of the characters on, I forgot his name, Stringer
Bill.
And somebody else said that's like, and he was doing a real in-depth breakdown. I'm like, man, let me sit down and really get back into this shit, man.
I'm telling you, The Wire and The Shield. To me, The Shield is the most underrated show of all time, man.
I never watched The Shield all like that, but I know its impact.
The Shield was
even
fire.
The impact of it being on ABC and the stuff they did, talked about and showed on ABC, what made it a huge impact.
Man, The Shield was like all of your favorite shows in one. Mm-hmm. It was First 48. It was Criminal Minds. It was your run-of-the-mill detective show.
Mm-hmm.
It was all them shows in one show. Man, it was so good, man.
And it came on ABC.
I think it for a minute it shifted. It started and then shifted.
Didn't it go to like FX or something?
Yeah, FX. I
Okay.
think is what it eventually. FX. I think it did one season on ABC and it was like nah. And once it went to FX, it became. But to me,
I wonder if I'm thinking about a different. No, I think I am thinking about The Shield.
The Shield.
The ABC show that was like, it was the first one to kind of show like some partial nudity on even a mainstream channel.
I think
like
so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But this show is. If you ever get a chance, man. I remember my homie I used to work with at Belfair was telling me about The Shield. He would not let me stop talking about he would not stop talking about The Shield and Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. He pushed me forever and ever and ever. And the first one I think I sat down and watched was The Shield. And I said, as soon as I'm done, I'm watching Game of Thrones because I will never doubt you again in my life. Mm-hmm. The Shield was the best show I ever seen, man.
I was doubting Game of Thrones. It was coming up. And I remember the guy, when I was down south, and our Ecotech used to be like, this show is going to be really good. He was like, I read the books. This show is going to be really, really good. Really, really good. And I kept being like,
yeah, maybe.
Whatever. And to watch the first show, and I think the first show, at the end of the first show is when they throw the homie off.
Yeah.
Throw the homie off the side of the building. I'm like,
whoa, shit.
And after that, I go do first season. He don't get attached to nobody.
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's the Shield is I don't want to give it away. You know how you and Corlicia, we was talking about you and Corlicia was talking about, yeah, of course they're gonna shoot a helicopter out of the sky.
Yeah.
Not the Shield. The Shield does not hold to form. And that's why I love it. Okay. It does not end the way shows usually end. It does. The people that died are the people who should die. It is not. It does not follow television structure. The ending of that show almost make you be like, man, like it's fire, dog. Like The Shield is fire. Shows the Wire once it gets towards the end kind of ends like that. Kind of ends to form, kind of. But The Wire is so intricate and so good, man. Once you hit season 1 is good. It's about the low rises, and then it switches to the docks in season 2. But season 3 on,
so I always hear that season 2 is, I think, like that kind of
it's
the
the docks.
law.
No, to me it was one of my favorite seasons.
Okay,
because I guess if you was watching it, I would think if you was watching it in 2003, you'd be like, "What the fuck happened to The Wire?" Because season 1 was in the trenches. Then you switch to the docks. So you're like, what the fuck is happening over here? I don't give a fuck about these white people. No disrespect to the white people, but you was used to the hood.
Yeah.
But once
basically the Wire shows stuff from everybody's point of view.
Everybody's point of view. Okay. But then when you go back and you watch The Wire as a full unit, season 2 become one of my favorite seasons because it ties everything together. Like season 2 was like the glue, and then now I can get back to the rest of the story. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it lets you know that the rest of the city is fucking corrupt. So, all right, now we can get back to Baltimore City and shit like that. But, yeah. The Wire, I mean, I vouch for The Wire, Game of Thrones, The Shield.
Insecure.
Trying to think of what else series-wise I could watch back to back. I need to get back to the Shield. I haven't watched The Shield since I watched it all the way through. It was that good. Like, I watched it all the way through, and I was like, whew. Shit, I need a break. Like it was good, man. I'm gonna go back and watch The Shield. Man.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on my list, and I just gotta, like you said, I just gotta lock down. I've tried The Wire before, and I watch a couple episodes, and then I fall off, and then like, all right, let me go back and start again or whatever. So I need to just, and I'll do it a lot of times at home now, just watch a couple episodes. But you said just take a Saturday one day and just be like, let me
roll through it. Yeah, you might like it
because it's interesting as all hell.
Yeah, once it gets into the. I don't want to give it away, man. It's called The Wire do you know why it's called The Wire? Okay, so once it gets into why it's called The Wire, it becomes the best show I've ever seen.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. I'm watching. So yeah, when I really get into it, I'll make sure I'll make sure we revisit it.
Yeah, because. Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, I'll make sure we revisit it.
But if it makes sense why they call it The Wire.
Okay.
But before we hour in.
And even James said the Walking Dead was like that.
The Walking Dead was like that. They just didn't get back to society quick enough. I wanted them to start rebuilding society.
They got spinoffs on top of stuff nowadays, but to me, The Walking Dead just went too far.
Yeah.
I was watching Walking Dead in South Carolina.
I'm like,
it is 2024.
Can we get a government?
It was like 2009, 2010 when that shit started. 2008.
I was so invested in The Walking Dead when it first came out.
I loved the hell out of that show.
God, man.
I mean, the hell out of it. And then it got to a point where it's just like, yo, at some point, we can't just keep walking through the trees.
Yeah.
At some point, nigga, we got to run into a building or something. And I understand they built societies on their own, but at some point, like you never really told us how it got here. Mm-hmm. I know they did the one spinoff that was like the prequel before, but then we never still really knew what made this happen. At least like with the movie that Will Smith did. I Am Legend. At least they did flashbacks to show what happened, how we got here.
That's why The Last of Us is good.
Okay.
The Last of Us.
Okay.
Man, The Last of Us is good, man.
Here she go.
What?
Reasonable Doubt. Carlisha want me to watch that show so bad on Hulu, which I did watch the first
season.
Oh,
is that the one, that's 50 show? With the dude who defended himself?
No. That's another one. I can't think of the name right now, but this is a lawyer.
Oh, this is Bryan Cranston. Is that Bryan Cranston?
No. It's a black lady. She's the lawyer. I only did the first episode. And it's an older movie or something like that, so that's it right there. Yeah, I watched the first episode. I'm okay. It wasn't.
This looked like
it wasn't bad.
This is like a BET Star movie.
No, yeah, but it's just
like a BET show. You know what I'm talking about?
It was like 8 to 10 episodes or whatever. So I did watch the first one on Friday. It wasn't bad. I mean, so I probably will go ahead and. But see, we're talking about full shows right now. She put in there that it was a good show. We talking about the full totality of
you can watch from beginning to end. Yeah,
everything or whatever. But yeah, this one.
The Lincoln Lawyer is good too. The Lincoln Lawyer is kind of
the movie or the show.
The show.
Okay.
Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, but it's kind of predictable, but it's a good show. But I want to real quick before we get up out of here. I got to do this. Brainstorm. I have to.
Okay.
I'm sitting here as a living witness, literally right now in this moment. Comfortably in them. For a while back in the day, I would take.
I know where you about to go.
Women did us. They looked out for us, but they also kind of did us a disservice. They jumped off the wagon too quick. They didn't force us to stay on the bandwagon. What do I mean? With Uggs, right? They didn't tell us. They told us, but they didn't force us. And then I've put my feet in some Uggs, and I cannot go. Let me tell you something. I was having some issues with arthritis stuff, and I went to the doctor, and the lady was like, it was issues with my ankle and my foot, and she stopped herself mid-sentence. The doctor at the doctor's office, she was like, make sure you stay off your feet and make sure you wear comfortable shoes. And she's like, oh, you got that? Okay. She stopped herself mid-sentence because I had on Uggs, and she said, I don't need to say nothing else to you because you have the comfortable shoe taken care of. She stopped. She didn't even finish her statement. Brainstorm. I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I understand. You walked in here like a bad bitch when you came here with the that first time.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
Dress that first time.
Yeah, I shook them bitches. Brainstorm. Uggs feel so. Look, I feel so supported. Man, they feel so good on your feet. And the second thing,
what is it like? Are they like soft? What is it like?
They're like soft. They're warm.
Okay.
But they don't make you sweat. And they're light, but they're sturdy. I don't know. This is the best shoe I've ever worn, and I'm about to buy some more because I need to because I wear these bitches every day in the wintertime. They did the same thing with these Stanley Cups.
Oh yeah, I forgot you was gonna bring this over.
Now I know we got Yetis.
Yeah.
We have
in the beginning, yeah.
It's another one too. Oh God!
I know I kept saying Yeti's the gold standard, but you saying Stanley is coming for that same shit.
Listen, Stanleys are.
These are the cups that, and for people listen, these are the cups that everybody was fighting over.
Time or and I'm like, man, what
the white
women
women was fighting over in Target
like,
for these Stanley cups and stuff like that.
I got me a little Manly from the Cleveland Browns. And I'm like, whatever, it's cool. Got my little cup, you know what I'm saying? I can be like my daughters and my wife, you know what I'm saying? I can't drink out of anything else. It's the okay. This is what I'm gonna say. You're probably right with the Yeti too. I got a couple Yetis that don't be hitting. I don't know why I don't hit the same. You know that cold right before the water freeze. You know that cold. You put your water in the freezer, and you know when you leave it in there 2 minutes too long, and you shake it, and it goes, and it turn into ice, and you be like, damn, I left this shit in there too long. But you can take it out. Imagine taking the water out the freezer 1 second before it froze. And it's always that cold. Always. No matter when you sip it. No matter when you sip the juice. No matter what you do, it's that cold.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man. I went to work. I made some ice water. But this is the thing. This is what I'm not telling you. I only had about, so if I'm using this bottle as an example, I only had about a quarter to maybe a third of ice left in there. Not that much ice left. It wasn't like I had a full thing of ice. I had about a quarter of ice. Used regular tap water. You understand me? Regular tap water. Didn't even go get a water bottle. Put water in there because I had to take some medicine. Filled it all the way up. Took the medicine, put the bottle back down. Forgot about it, man. Went to sleep, woke up, went to work, came home, went to practice. Everything. Came home. It's about 6:30. I'm like,
So almost a full 24 hours later.
I'm looking at my, give me some water, man. I'm like, I'm going to grab this and pour this out and get some water. I picked the cup up, and that shit said, ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I said, hold the fuck up. I don't think you understand. Not that it was still ice left. It was damn near the same
cold,
amount.
Bro. It's cold. And it's cold.
It was almost like the cup was in the freezer. It didn't melt at all, Brainstorm. Like it did not melt.
I don't know what they doing with technology.
I
You
don't
put something in there
understand
that it just don't do anything.
It didn't
It don't
melt.
do anything. That's why we all gonna have cancer. We gonna be done because you can't tell me that shit is like
That shit should have melted. 24 hours,
Yeah,
man.
it's insane. It's insane.
Because I could see if I had a full thing of ice.
No, I get it. Yeah,
I'm like, this shit didn't melt. What the
It's
fuck is going
It's
on?
insane. The technology nowadays, it's just it don't add up.
Yeah, it don't add up.
It don't add up. Yeah, but
maybe
they was fighting over it. Maybe I guess that's why they was fighting.
Maybe that's why they was fighting over.
Like I said, I know a video went viral right before the holidays of a car that caught on fire, and the only thing that survived the whole car was like charcoaled out, like done.
Was
But the Stanley Cup was there, and they wound up sending the lady the owner of the Stanley Cup wound up replacing it, and he bought her a new car because she made a video about how the cup was the only thing that survived.
Yeah.
And it's like after that, it just went through the roof, and everybody got to get these little Stanley Cups. Which is weird because when people say Stanley Cups, the first thing I think about is always hockey and the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to remember that, oh, no, this is what people were fighting in Target over these cups.
Yeah.
These white women was in Target.
Fighting over these.
Yeah,
things.
coming to blows, literally. They were lining up hours before the store opened just to go in there and get it. And paying hundreds of dollars for this little-ass cup. Well, it ain't little, but it's like, but, you know, they had to have, they come to take the soccer practice. On Saturday
mine's a
morning
46 ounce, so yeah. I don't know. The difference with it, I think too, is the twist on cap. That might be the difference. It might be. I don't know. I know the other ones you pop off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the normal of those, you just pop. Because when I first got it, I'm like, something wrong with mine. But you got to unscrew and screw these back on. So I'm thinking maybe that's why it holds the ice different. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I knew. All I know is that I talk shit about it and I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna talk shit about it. I mean, I know I said pre-show. I was like, all right, well, the Yeti is the gold standard, but I mean, Stanley's making a push. I mean, just because even if I say it's the gold standard, that don't mean that everybody got to get knocked off at some point. You know what I'm saying? You know, so even if you're the champs or whatever, I mean, the champs get beat at some point.
Yeah. So it could be the ones the ones you're talking about is
because the Yeti, they do coolers and all that shit, you know, whatever.
So maybe they said, fuck it, we ain't trying, like, Stanley was like, we're going to just make the best cold cup.
Which is fine. They had, if you get white suburban moms fighting a Target over it, then obviously you're doing something right. You doing something right.
You're doing something because that shit was fire. I can't even lie. I ain't never experienced nothing like that before. I was shooketh. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe I'll try to get my hands on something because I even with my water bottle that I carry, even up here a lot of times, the larger one, I was surprised when I put water in there and it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, oh shit, the shit is still cold without ice. That's what I'm saying about technology. The fact that they're making things now that we put water in there. It's out the fridge, out the filter on the fridge, that you can come back hours later and the shit
still
is cold. Like it's
something up.
We're kids that drink out of a water hose.
Yeah.
So you gonna tell me I could put something in there that's gonna stay cold all day?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
But oh well. All right, we'll get up on here. Like I said, so next week we'll do our regular show. Then keep in mind, y'all, 2 weeks from now is Super Bowl Sunday. So
probably be early.
We'll be early, about 1 o'clock or so we can get it done and get home and do our food and stuff and whatever we're gonna do for the games and chill and watch the football. Like I said, I'm excited for the halftime show. We'll talk about that more in the coming weeks or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do. Like with the songs, people gotta understand he gonna do the white stuff too that people like. You know, he's gonna do all, oh my God, and stuff like that. The stuff that we don't care about and things like that. But did you see the high school or whatever that did they spent all that time? We'll pull it up next week maybe. They created their own version of Usher's halftime show, like a whole big ass production.
That's dope.
It's been on the internet for like 2 weeks, I think.
I ain't seen it.
So they like in their gym or whatever they did. It looks like a Super Bowl production.
Oh wow, that's what's
with
up.
all these people running in and all these different scenes and
Really?
stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I might check it out.
Yeah, so we'll maybe talk about that next week. So anyway,
real quick, man, I think as happy as I am for them,
Detroit,
we're about to be the only foundational team that's never been to the
made the Super Bowl. Yeah, and I like my Detroit peoples. The ones I know. I told you last week I was texting BJ right before the show. You done met BJ a couple times. He'd have been up here, been on the show, did dope minds and everything. But we've always been back and forth about whose city is the best. Cleveland and Detroit. I mean, we already know we're a better fucking city. Playboy reminded me, the niggas used to call themselves the crown jewel of the Midwest. What was y'all smoking? What was y'all? They got some good shit in Detroit, I guess. The crown jewel of the Midwest. But I mean, for a city that's like us and that's been thirsty for so long, like I'm happy for them right now. They're 24/7 at the half, so if that continues to be in the Super Bowl, it's almost like when, for teams that don't do it a lot, when Cincinnati went a couple years ago, obviously you have Cincinnatians, Cincinnatiites, whatever you want to call them in the house, whatever. You have to feel good for them in a sense, but
damn,
when is it going to be our turn, man?
Damn.
When's it going to be our turn?
We just got to get this year out the way because fucking Michigan won. Then what if the Lions win the Super Bowl? The Lions beat the Chiefs already this year.
Then I technically will be happy for them, but I mean, fuck them still.
Anyway,
it's got to be our turn. We just got to get there. We talked about it a million times. Even if you don't even win the game, the 2 week span between winning the AFC Championship and the 2 weeks leading up to the game and the week of the game, and everybody like you might as well take off work. The shows I watch, the sports shows I watch, and everything I'm gonna be listening to and watching all day long, and how the city's gonna be, and like just to get there. Now, of course, we want to win it, but we haven't even experienced it yet. For a team that's been in the AFC Championship game 3 times, I mean, I know it's been 50 plus Super Bowls, but 3 times, we ain't even experienced it yet.
Damn.
So I'm happy for him, man.
Whatever. All right,
but fuck him. Still. All right, man. Give them all your shit.
Man, it's Big Div, man. Do what needs to be done. Needs to be done whether you like it or not. Real Big Div 216 everywhere.
Everywhere. All right, and I see Aaliyah says Stanley Company said it has lead in it. That's part of the reason why they stay cold. Told you, everybody gonna get.
Oh man, no, they don't.
Everybody gonna have cancer, man. We out here drinking from these cups that stay cold.
Damn. Okay, well,
stay
all right,
cold
whatever.
for 3 days.
All right. I heard Snapple back in the day had stuff in it too. Right.
Yeah. They said if we stood in front of the microwave too long, we was gonna be radioactive and stuff or whatever. Yeah, but
I'm drinking that. I'm drinking out of mine when I get home.
All right, y'all, man. But again, we'll be back next Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in this week. DMST16@yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concerns, feedback, all that stuff. If you're listening throughout the week, as I say a lot, man, tune into the show live on Sundays, man, and interact with us live. It's always a good experience. Always remember to follow, like, share, all of that. DMST Boys on all of our social medias. That's Twitter and IG, and also Facebook. And then that's pretty much it. So it may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. And as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to your best of your motherfucking ability. I am DJ Brainstorm for you and on social media. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter.
You.
Oh, I guess that little thing didn't work out how I went to Super Bowl with the colors and stuff. Cause
I think so,
it was supposed to be Baltimore.
But you know what?
It works out for Kansas City still.
It works out for Kansas City, but red and blue make purple.
This nigga done go Van Deep. All right.
Red and blue make purple, man.
I don't know, man. I had the 64 box of crayons. I ain't have to